Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our second study on silence as a spiritual discipline. We practice silence not for its own sake. We practice silence for the sake of being able to hear from God better, to drown out all the other voices that are clamoring for our attention. Now, when I think of silence, one of the images that comes to mind that's been very helpful to me comes from Ruth Haley Barton. Ruth Haley Barton is an author, and she tells a story about a particular day when she was just feeling particularly frazzled, overextended, overwhelmed with life, maybe like many of us are right now. And so she went to a friend just to talk, and as they were talking, her friend stopped her in mid-sentence, and she said, "Ruth, you're like a jar of river water. You're just all shaken up. What you need to do is just to sit for a spell and let the sediment settle to the bottom, and then things will become clear." Well, I love that image because I certainly can relate to it, and I suppose many of you can too. There are just times when, just the voices, both the audible voices, in our external environment, those internal and inaudible voices within us through social media and all the things that keep our minds stimulated, you see, are just kind of drowning out the voice of God. And so it's a wonderful reminder to just, create space in your life where you can just quiet yourself and where you can begin to let the sediment, settle to the bottom. So that's my challenge for you today and through the rest of this week. I want you to just work on this. I want you to, look for maybe 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 spaces in the course of the day. It could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't need to be long. But I want you to just take some deep breaths, focus on that image of the jar of river water. Begin to imagine the sediment of your life. You might even want to label the different pieces of sediment as they settle to the ground. That then begins to help you settle and to hear from God.